Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. If something's important enough, you should try. Even if the probable outcome is failure. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. The value of beauty and inspiration is very much underrated, no question. But I want to be clear, I'm not trying to be anyone's savior. I'm just trying to think about the future and not be sad. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Starting a business is not for everyone. Starting a business, I'd say, number one is have a high pain threshold. Life is too short for long-term grudges. Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson. We're running the most dangerous experiment in history right now, which is to see how much carbon dioxide the atmosphere can handle before there is an environmental catastrophe. It's very important to like the people you work with. Otherwise, your job is going to be quite miserable. Brand is just a perception, and perception will match reality over time. Sometimes it will be ahead, other times it will be behind. But brand is simply a collective impression some have about a product. If humanity doesn't land on Mars in my lifetime, I would be very disappointed. I think we have a duty to maintain the light of consciousness to make sure it continues into the future. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. In order to have your voice be heard in Washington, you have to make some little contribution. I do love email. Wherever possible I try to communicate asynchronously. I'm really good at email. Self-driving cars are the natural extension of active safety and obviously something we should do. Tesla is here to stay and keep fighting for the electric car revolution. When Henry Ford made cheap, reliable cars, people said, "Nah, what's wrong with a horse?" That was a huge bet he made, and it worked. I say something, and then it usually happens. Maybe not on schedule, but it usually happens. We can't have, like, willy-nilly proliferation of fake news. That's crazy. You can't have more types of fake news than real news. That's allowing public deception to go unchecked. That's crazy. Be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket.